evening, folks. How's everyone doing tonight? I'll wait a few minutes, let some folks get in here. Sorry that I put it out that I was going to start at 7, but it is now 7:06. Sorry for the delay. I had to feed some ducks and geese. Had to give a little power to the phone. So I'm just going to wait here for a second. Maybe by the time I smoke this and have a little coffee, we'll have some people showing up. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Good evening, good evening. Come on in. Get the little notification. Come on in the room. So literally just 17 hours ago, I did a video talking about me being banned from Facebook, and in that video, I said that within a month, the next 2-3 months, you're going to see a lot of stuff you've never seen before. I said, hell, you're probably going to see it in less than a month, and boom, we had something happen today. Another attempt on President Trump's life today. So I just wanted to come on here. I actually wasn't going to do a live, but I figured that some of my subscribers are, in England, Vienna, Romania, Australia. So I figured, well, let me just come on here and just give kind of folks an update of what's going on and what we know so far. And I will go ahead and say this too. This is a fluid situation, just like I did my initial reaction to the first Trump assassination attempt. This is going to be my second reaction, or first reaction to this second attempt. Hey, Ladybud, how you doing? Hope everyone's doing well. Okay, so if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. If you have a comment you want to say, let me share. I'll try to get to these as quick as they come up. I do know that after a certain length or period, I won't be able to see some. But I got my glasses on tonight, so I should be able to keep up. Okay, so apparently, let me put this out. Apparently today there was another attempt on President Trump's life. Now, because it is a fluid situation, we don't know everything. I'm just bringing you up to speed with what we do know. We do know that it happened at Trump International Golf Course in Florida. Trump was on hole 5 and getting ready to go to the next hole. Now, what they do with the Secret Service is they have a bubble that goes ahead of President Trump and secures the next hole and goes from there. Hey, John, I'm friends with you. Okay. All right. Okay. So when the Secret Service detail went ahead to the next hole, apparently the Secret Service guy saw a barrel of a gun coming through the fence. I guess this fence, the guy must have been on the outside of the fence, so that the barrel of the gun was going through the fence. He wasn't on the golf course, actually. So apparently, shots were fired by the Secret Service agent. The guy fled, and he was actually apprehended after the bolo, be on the lookout for, went out. A passerby, somebody, don't know exactly who, but got a picture of the car and the license plate, and they put it into the law enforcement system and were able to identify this guy and apprehend him. At the scene, he had 2 backpacks hanging on the fence, and apparently he had what some are reporting as being ceramic tiles in the backpack. Now, at first I was like, why has he got ceramic tiles? So apparently he was expecting some gunfire to come back his way, and if he could hide behind those backpacks, that would give him a little bit of protection. He also had a GoPro camera, so I'm sure that's going to, maybe we'll get some evidence from that. Maybe he was trying to, document this thing. Of course he was. As far as the distance away, Trump was probably, they're saying, anywhere between 300 to 500 yards away. And if this guy, depending on the rifle he had, they're saying it was an AK-47, but don't hold me to that because that's still, kind of speculative information at the moment. But if 300, 400 yards and he had a scope, that's not that far. Okay. So he was definitely there to do something. And thank goodness the Secret Service agent caught him and he's been apprehended. Now, as far as the name of the guy, this was interesting. The name of the guy is Ryan Wesley Ruth. Apparently, he's from the county that I live in, here in Guilford County, North Carolina. From what we found out so far, he is living in Hawaii right now, and he's been working with FEMA and building some shacks and stuff over there in Hawaii. The background on this guy, there's a lot of stuff on social media about him. He had a profile on X, and he has a profile on Facebook. Ryan Ruth, Routh. You could probably look him up on Facebook and find him before the FBI scrubs all his social media. Apparently, this guy is like 58 years old. Some of the pictures that I've seen, he's got half blue hair, half white hair, kind of a skinny looking guy. He said that on one of his posts that he voted for Trump in 2016, but this post that he put out was in 2022. He said, I voted for Trump in 2016, but I was disillusioned. Basically, at the end of that message, he says, I'll be glad when you're gone. That was in 2022 that he put that out. I'm sorry, 2020, he put that out. He's also got posts on there showing his avid support for the Ukrainian war. He was known to be collecting money and fundraising to try to get foreign fighters to fight over in Ukraine. I just realized Jimmy's phone is in vibrate. I texted him just to make sure it buzzed. Yeah, I cut all my notifications down, John, because every time I go live, I forget to do that. So, all right, so where was I? Talking about the Ukraine, his support for Ukraine. He's also donated to the Democratic Party. There is documentation showing that the recipient of his donations was Act Blue. Now, they weren't very big donations, $10, $20, $1, but there's definitely documentation that he did support the Democratic Party. So that whole narrative of a angry extreme right winger, blah, 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 the narrative that the mainstream media wants, they're not getting it. Now, let's see. What else do we know? I think that's about it as far as the main updates. But it's very interesting that this has happened again. Now, the first assassination attempt, we know that the mainstream media has basically memory holed that situation with everybody. Everybody's done forgot about it. And usually when the mainstream media starts ignoring a story, it's because they don't want the truth coming out and they don't want to talk about it no more. It doesn't fit their agenda. I mean, how long did we hear about George Floyd? How long have we heard about COVID? Just these things that they push, when they do this, they're pushing an agenda. So when they drop a story really quick, and they usually do it with a lot of these school shootings too, when that story, when truth comes out on it and it doesn't fit their narrative, they memory hole it. And they move on to something else, hoping that the public will just follow along and just ignore it too. Interesting timing with the ABC whistleblower, and Jimmy knows I'm not a Trump fan. I did put out on my post on my X feed a little while ago before this happened, or before I came on here. There was an affidavit signed by a whistleblower stating that ABC basically rigged that debate for Kamala. I haven't gone through the whole affidavit. It is on my profile. I need to look at that It's just I've been trying to keep up with this information with the attempted assassination of Donald Trump. So that came out. So that's not good for the Democrats and ABC. Anything else? Yeah, that's the update for now. Anybody have any questions? This wasn't going to be long. I didn't want to make this too long. But as we move forward with information, I'll come back on. I'm going to try to stay more active as stuff breaks, as information comes out. I might just start going live and giving you guys this information. Because a lot of folks are getting their news and their source of information from the alternative media, not from the mainstream. We know that they lie to us. And so everyone knows, me knowing that all I want to do is find the true information and get true information out to you guys so that you're not being deceived by the media. If Jimmy ran for president, I'd vote for him. Thank you, John. I appreciate it, buddy. Like I've said in our private chats, I would tap you as my chief of staff. I appreciate that. Okay, so do you guys that are on here, do you have any questions that you want to put in the comments real quick that I can try to answer? We'll just give a second for that. I'll just let you guys, yes, please, interact with me. Let's see. Thanks for the update. The mainstream media has too many details for a fluid situation. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, yes, John Marciano. I'll go back to Lady Bird in a second. John Marciano asked, any Ukraine connection? Yes, there is a Ukrainian connection in the situation. The guy, Ryan Ruth, he was actively campaigning and trying to raise funds for foreign fighters to fight over in Ukraine. He was a big Ukrainian supporter. I also put up a video of an interview that he did with a news outlet out of Romania. I put that over on my X profile as well. So yes, there's definitely a Ukrainian connection there. Yeah, going back to Lady Bud's comment that the mainstream media has too many details for a fluid situation. That's when you know that they're trying to cover something up, because we have absolutely zero information on the people that placed the pipe bombs at January 6th. We have basically little or no more information from the FBI and the Secret Service about the first assassination attempt on Trump. We don't know a lot of stuff. They don't want to discuss it. They don't want to talk about it. So yes, whenever the media starts putting out stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this is bull crap. There's no way that they got all this information unless it wasn't already predisposed. I guess that was a little bit about the first assassination. I just said, yeah. Exactly, John. Just what I just said. We don't know a lot about the first one, and we got a feeling this one will be memory hold as well. But like I said last night, and like I've been saying for 4 years, folks, we are in a war. The United States is under attack right now. These people, these deep state cabal players, they know that their time is limited. And they are acting like a cornered animal right now. And everybody knows when you corner an animal, it's going to fight back. It's going to show its teeth, its claws. It's going to come out and do everything it can to set itself free. And that's exactly where the deep state is right now. This is why I have been saying you're going to see stuff you've never seen before. A second attempt within 2 months. We've never seen that before. So I know a lot of people give me crap thinking, how do I know this stuff? Jimmy, you're crazy. But I'm telling you guys, the track record's been really good. I've been trying to stay up to date on everything going on. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult because there's so much happening right now. But I do my best because I care about you all that subscribe to my channel or are followers of me on X. I feel it's my duty to try to do my best to get information to you guys that combats the mainstream media. That's like Trump said, fake news is the enemy of the people. Let's see. Fox Net News. Trump was on the fifth hole. Golfing. Yeah. They say he was on the fifth hole. Yeah, they say he was golfing. He was on the fifth hole. So, but I am sure over the next 24 to 48 hours, because there is that rule, the 48-hour, 72-hour rule, to where you usually try to wait for something, a news event. I try to wait 48 hours to 72 hours to see what comes out of it. But I'm following along with this one pretty quickly. But like I said, everything we have right now is what's being reported by the FBI, by the Secret Service, and also some of the other Anons and digital soldiers. They are digging on this guy's past and finding connections, and we're starting to put everything together. So within about 2 or 3 days, we'll have a bigger picture of what this whole situation, what the motive was. I'm interested to see if we have anything on the GoPro camera. That will be interesting to see. Okay, any questions, thoughts, comments? Please? 21 people watching. I know someone's got something to say. I will say this. I'm gonna go look into StreamYard and find a way to where I'll talk with Ruby about it. But I would like to be able to do a StreamYard to where when something like this happens, you guys can call in. You guys can come on camera with me. I'd really like to start doing that. And it will just basically be for breaking news, other events that we may host. I'm going to start looking into that because, like I said, I'll have more time now that it's starting to get fall and winter. Motives. Yeah, Bev, it'll be interesting to see. Oh, and I'm just going to be waiting for when the FBI comes out and says, because they do it all the time, this person was known to the FBI and we had him on our radar. I guarantee you that's going to come out within about 2 days, because there was a report that I just saw from the Greensboro News and Record from back in 2003 or 2004, where there was a gunman holding himself up inside of a roofing company, and it was this guy, Ryan Ruth. So I'm sure, and there's an extensive rap sheet this guy has as well. So that's going to be interesting to look at also. All right. That's what I have for you guys this evening. Unless you guys got something else you want me to discuss or question, I'll give it a second. Nothing? Everybody quiet? Okay. Well, I do want to say I appreciate each and every one of you. When I do these, please come on and interact with me. Any news, dirt on the babbling watchtower? Yeah, I ain't even worried about the watchtower right now. Like I said last night in my video last night, I'm not doing a lot on watchtower right now. There's a lot of other people doing that. I'm just not there. I wanted to move bigger because honestly, I've heard me say this before. I think Watchtower is just a propaganda arm of the deep state. They are a small fish in this big ocean of corruption and lies. That's what I want to expose, the bigger stuff. I'm kind of done with Watchtower unless something major breaks on them. But yeah, you said I should do another video. Yeah. John, I was just thinking about that last night. Me and you need to do another video. And plus, there was a comment asking when were we going to do another big picture, or when were we going to do some videos. But we'll definitely do something, because y'all know me and John, we work well together. We have a great relationship. We don't agree on everything, But we have some great conversations, and he's my brother, and I love him. He's a great dude. So even though sometimes he may, you know, frustrate me a little bit when we're having a debate, but I'm sure I do that to him as well. But we work it out. We work it out. So I love our conversations. So I have to say, John, he's my best friend. So love despite differences. Imagine that. Yeah, for real. All right, everyone. So if no one has anything else, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Hey, I got you. I know I get on your nerves, brother. It's okay, John. It's okay. It's all right. Plus, I'm gonna watch that video you sent me about the whole NASA thing being fake too. And I won't tell people how many rabbit holes you're going down right now. We'll talk about that later. All right, so guys, just keep your heads on a swivel. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. You're going to see things that you've never seen before. From here on out, to the election, and even after the election, you're going to see things that you've never seen before, and it's going to be my duty to try to help you guys, help guide you through all this stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. Peace, love to everyone. I love you all very much. Thank you for your support, and I will definitely be seeing you again soon. Take care, everyone.